Good morning, grade 12s. Welcome to, I think we're in week 6 at this stage. It is so good to have you back here again. Today, we are going to start with word processing. And the section that we're going to look at is mail merge. So let's just get our PowerPoint started. Okay, you will see that I have in Google Classroom, I have uploaded the PowerPoint and a sample database that you can work through for the guided activities. So please download those. This section is really important. It is either in it's basically in every single exam in some form, whether it's the June exams, the prelims, or the finals, it is an exam question. So it is really important that you do it correctly. Now, quite often you start it off and you've got everything that you need, but you forget to finish the process. And then as a result, you lose half your marks. So I have created a step-by-step guide to assist you on how to create a mail merge. Okay, so how to mail merge in Microsoft Word. Mail merge is a word processing tool that allows you to easily produce and send personalized letters, labels, envelopes, statements, and other information stored in a list, database, or spreadsheet to your audience. So let's just take an example of this. Say, I would like to send a letter out to all grade 12 students just to encourage them to keep it up during this time and just to keep working hard, okay? So what I would then need is a database or a list of all the grade 12s, their names, their surnames, maybe their email addresses, their telephone numbers. If I was, depending on how long lockdown would be, maybe I could post a letter to some of them, and I would be able to make a personalized letter to each student by just simply using a mail merge that will insert their name and surname, but it will be a generic letter. Okay, so when performing a mail merge using a mailing list, you will use the following 3 documents. The first is the main document, the second is a mailing list, and the third is going to be your merged document. Okay, so let's start with the main document. The first is the main document containing the text and graphics that you want to send. The sections contained in this document will be identical for each user on the email list. So I can send this out to thousands of people, and the basic content is going to be exactly the same. The second document I'm going to need is my mailing list. Now I can create a mailing list in Word, in Excel, even in Access. Okay, so you need to, for the exams, be able to put together a list or a database using all 3 software. The second document is the mailing list containing the personal and contact information of each person that you want to send the email to. This document will be used to populate the placeholder fields, okay, that's an important word, in the merged document. Then the last bit, once I've written my letter, then I have set up my recipients, and the third part is I'm going to have to save all these letters. So that is going to be my merged document. I won't have a separate document on my system for each person. It is going to appear as one document, and on each page, a new recipient will be. So the merged document, the final document, is the merged document containing information from both the main document and the mailing list. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So let's see, the 3 files in the mail merge process, my main document, my mailing list, can be a Word, set up in Word, Excel, or Access. And then thirdly will be, I'm going to use either set it as a letter or an email. I can even decide to print the addresses onto envelopes. So you will place a bunch of envelopes inside your printer and you're going to print all the email addresses on there. And I can even, if I don't want to print directly on the envelope, I can print labels and afterwards go and stick the labels on. So when you get your reports at the end of the term, then you will see it's an envelope with a sticker on and it will contain your information. In the simple terms, the mail merge process takes the information from the mailing list and puts it in the main document. The results in a personalized message for each person on the contact list while keeping all the core information the same. So I don't have to, for every single matric, have to go and retype the letter. I am simply going to just insert their name and surname. Okay, so here we have our first activity. This is a step-by-step guide that I have created for you to show you how to create a mail merge. Okay, so prepare the document by opening a new blank document. It is possible to use an existing letter. So let me find my existing letter. Okay, over there. Okay, it's closed the wrong one. There we go. Okay, so here I have a basic letter, the mail merge activity. And over here, what I have is the names. Now, I've already done the mail merge on this activity. You would then simply, I will add a line here just to show you. So, dear, and then it would be name. Now, your fields you're going to write in capital letters so that you know these are the fields that you are going to link later. And surname. Okay. And there I've written you a nice little letter saying today you will learn how to create a mail merge in Microsoft Word and then the different information. Kind regards, Miss Van Wyk. Okay, so let's go back to our PowerPoint. So browse for it on the computer and open it before you open mailings. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to the mailings tab at the top, and then you will see there are different options for you. So you're going to click on Start the Mail Merge option located in the Start Mail Merge section of the Mailings tab. Do you see there? There's Start Mail Merge, and this is the Mailings tab. Okay, so let us do that. Over here, I'm going to see if I can create a new document here. I go Mailing, and I say Start Mailing, and I'm going to choose Letter. Okay, so I've selected, I've set it up as Letter. So you can't actually see any difference right now, but what it has activated, which was dulled out previously, was the select recipient. So let us go back to the next step. Select, okay, so here I've jumped a step. Select the document type from the drop-down list. In this case, it is going to be letters. As you can see, I can do email, envelopes, labels, all sorts of things. I will get to the mail merge wizard a bit later in this presentation. Okay. So the next part you're going to do is type the letter. You will only be typing the common parts of the letter. Therefore, the text that does not change. So all of this here is not going to change. The only parts that are going to change is the parts in capital letters there. So type the fields you need in all caps. This is to make it easier for you to find the text that must be replaced. Use short descriptive phrases and you're going to save your document. Okay, so let's go to our document and I've said save there. Let's go file, save as. Let's quickly just find I'm just going to place it on my desktop for now. Grade 12 mail merge. And I'm going to say save. Okay. So then I'm going to take from my other letter. Let's cheat a little bit. And I want to say Control A. And paste it into the new one. And here will be name, surname. So in this case, this letter is to all the grade 12s telling them about mail merge. And all I want to insert is name and surname. Okay. Now, I'm going to click the select recipients option and select use an existing list. So it is possible to create a new list for yourself, but if you already have a database, rather use that one. Okay, so it can be a word processing table, a spreadsheet, or a database. Okay, so we're going back to our mail merge here, and I'm going to say select an existing list. Okay, now as you can see here, the standard place it's going to go and find is in my documents on the C drive. There is an SQL folder. So SQL stands for SQL, and it could save there. But you can actually go and specify where it should be. And mine is sitting, let me find our activity quickly. And it is sitting here in holiday activities. There's my mail merge, and I'm using that Excel database. And I'm going to simply click on open. Okay, as you can see, there is my database and the table that I'm going to be using. Remember, a database can have many different tables, so you need to select. If this database had more tables, I would have to go and choose which one I'm working from. And I simply click OK. Okay, so let's go back to our PowerPoint. There we've selected our table. Now, edit the recipient list. Here you can sort or filter to find only those recipients you want to include. Now, in this instance, from this database, this sample database, I'm going to say I only want the South African recipients to be displayed. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to create a filter that will search for only South Africans from which field? From the field country. So I will click on field, select country, okay. Comparison, I will have equal to, okay, so it must be an exact match. If I spell South Africa incorrect, it is not going to find it. I'm going to type in the word South Africa and I will click OK. Okay, so let's go back to our mail merge and I'm going to say edit recipient list. I'm going to click on, let's just see if it picks it up. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time. Let's try it again. There we go. Okay, so there is my complete list. It's got data source, last name, first name, email address, job title, everything that under the sun. But that's too much information. And as you can see, there are countries from all over the world. I'm going to click on filter. And over here, I'm now going to first select, I want country. And over there, I can say equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than. So there's a whole bunch of options that I can choose. But this one, I want equal to, so it must be an exact match. And I'm going to type South Africa. I can specify more than one field. I can say, for example, if it was a school database, I could say first it must be the South African, then I can say grade 12, and thirdly, a third criteria, I could say grade 12 cat. Okay. And as you can see now only South Africa is being displayed. And I click OK. Okay, so now I've set up my criteria for which names or recipients are going to receive this letter. The next part I'm going to do is I'm going to insert my placeholder. So I want to have each student's name and surname entered into my database. So insert placeholders by going to the place where you want to insert personalized data and clicking the Insert Merge field. Select the field that you want to insert, for example, title, first name, or email address. Okay, so I want first name and I want last name. So let us go back to our mail merge. I'm now going to click on Insert Merge field from the right and insert group. So click over there. Okay, before you do that, first go and highlight where it must appear. Don't just click once, because then it's going to insert that field inside that word. So make sure you highlight the whole word. I'm now going to say first name, and you see it's changed. It's changed into a field. Okay. Very importantly, add a space. Highlight your second field, and I want last name. Okay, great. So now I have inserted two fields, the first name and the last name. Okay. Then, now, this is the one part. You guys, the grade 12s, they do really well. They get up to, they've set all the criteria and everything, but they forget to close the mail merge, okay? So what you have to do is you have to first go and check that it's done the mail merge correctly, and then we're going to have to finish the mail merge. So click on preview results and click through the recipients to check that their names are displayed correctly. In the exam, I will use this to check the amount of letters match the requirements set, for example, 10 letters. Okay, so let's go back to our mail merge. And I'm now, do you see here preview results? I'm going to click on preview results. And do you see suddenly, if I click off it, it shows my two fields. When I click preview results, it actually gives me the names. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly check through that the names are displaying correctly. Okay, and that there aren't any errors. Okay, the last step is to finish your mail merge. So select complete merge, so finish and merge. In the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, you will see many pages are created. So I'm going to click on edit individual documents. Then I'm going to select the all options so that I can see all the documents. Okay. And then it is going to process and it's going to show me how many recipients there were from South Africa. And very importantly, the very last step is to save your merged document. Okay, so let's go back here. I'm going to click on Finish and Merge. I will select the Edit Individual Documents. I'm then going to select all, so not just from that document or from this page to that page. I want all recipients. Click OK. And now, slowly but surely, if you'll watch in this corner at the bottom left-hand corner, it is going to start adjusting. And as I scroll through, do you see the name is changing? So the contents is staying exactly the same. There we go. Do you see? It has now jumped to 14 recipients. There's 14 people so far. And this is going to carry on as long as it's processing. There we've got Paula Jude. Meredith Parsons. Okay, so now what you have to do is you're going to save this. So file, save as. You're going to go, and I'm just going to save it onto my desktop at this stage, but you will create it. So here we will change it to grade 12 merged document, or whatever if it's an invitation or anything like that, you will change the name and you're going to click save. So make sure I used a save as. And I want to click save. And over here, do you see it's now gone to 52 records already? So I can scroll through. Now in the exams, when I open your mail merge, one of the first things I'm going to go and check is to see how many records there were. So I know already before the time when I set up your tests and exams that there should be, say for example, 52 records, and I go and look in your final document, is it one of one or is it one of 52? Okay, so that is already a mark. Now, if you didn't finish the last parts of mail merge, you lose about 3 marks. So make sure that you close off your mail merge. Okay, so let's see. We go to the next part here. Okay, let's quickly talk about our mail merge wizard. You are allowed to use the mail merge wizard so that if you do get stuck, use the wizard. Okay, so there is the option. Let's quickly just go back to our merge document here. If you see there, let's see, start mail merge. At the bottom here, there was a step-by-step mail merge wizard. You are allowed to use that, but I would like you to be able to do it without that in case something happens and the wizard doesn't work during the exams. You are required to know how to do a mail merge by yourself. Okay. So you can also go and watch this video, the QR code. You use your cell phone, scan it in with the QR scanner. It will take you to that video. Or if you don't have a QR scanner, you simply go and copy that YouTube link over there, and it will open to a step-by-step guide for using the wizard. Okay. The last part of the activity or the lesson here is going to be activity 2.1. Do the following on your computer and save it as Act 2.1. Use your initials and surname. It is your birthday on the 10th of the month and you are planning a party for the coming Saturday evening. Create an invitation, your main document. Okay, so remember I said you write your letter. Now you can insert pictures, styles, colors, all sorts of things. It's up to you what your invitation is going to look like. Okay. So you create an invitation to your friends, inviting them to the party. To make it easier, you decide to do a mail merge for the invitation. I would like you to create your own database in Excel and save it as birthday list. So you will be required to submit the Excel spreadsheet with the name, surname, and any other fields that you felt relevant to create in your birthday list. And let's say I would like at least 10 records or 10 letters. So here, there we go. So here's the extra fields that have to be in your database. I want your guest's name, so that's name and surname. I want their cell phone number. And then if they are bringing a partner with, so what you could do is you can increase what it wants to be. So you can say with partner, or have a yes, no for partner, or a name, surname, so that we can make personalized table cards or table placings. Then you're going to make there we go, mailing list for at least 12 names. You're going to type up a new list. And then please save the merged document as Act 2.1 merged. save and close all documents, and submit that as an activity. So you will need to have the original document, the merged document, and the Excel spreadsheet. Okay, great. So I hope you have learned something today, and that you will find mail merge a lot easier than what you did in the past, and that you will get 100% for this section during the exams. Have a wonderful day, and we will be here same time, same place tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye.